up, nerds? Welcome back to JD's Nerdverse. We are doing a prediction video today for Doduo, the flying double-headed bird Pokemon. Let's look at the stats for Doduo. 85 attack, 75 speed. Defense is respectable 45, HP is 35, and special is 35. So HP and our special are not the greatest stats, but we do have good speed and good attack, and it's usually a good indicator for a solid run. Let's move on to Doduo. We evolve into Doduo at level 31, I believe. And Doduo has 110 attack, so attack stays pretty good. Speed is really good. Defense is respectable, and special and HP excuse me, is 60. So, 3 heads now, so 3 heads are better than 2. Stats go up, good speed. Let's look at the moveset. The moveset for this Pokemon is, we start off with Peck, which is good. It's a good move, it's Stab. It's 35 base power, but with Stab it ends up being about 52.5 base power. 100% accurate, a lot of power points. Now, here's the one trade-off to this Pokemon, is we do not get another move to counter by for Brock, so we might have to be a little bit higher level to get by Brock than we were with Farfetch'd. But at level 20, we get Growl. At level 24, we actually get Fury Attack. So Fury Attack's not great. It's only 15 base power. With our Stab, it's 22.5. Accuracy is 85, but it is a Stab, so we get a little bit of boost from it. At level 30, we get Drill Peck, which is the best flying move in the game, other than Sky Attack, but it acts as more reliable than Sky Attack. Plenty of power points, very powerful. It's 80 base power, but it's 120 because it's Stab. And we can't miss unless you get Sand Attack. Rage, we're not going to use it. It is Stab, but we're not going to use it. Tri Attack is actually a move that I'm very interested to figure out how this Pokemon does with it. 80 base power, 100% accurate, but it's 120 base power because it's Stab. And not to mention, Tri Attack actually does Fire, Electric, and Ice damage. So it does all 3 of those. And at level 44, we get Psychic or Agility, which is the Psychic move. But what that does for us, it helps us initiate the Badge Boost glitch. So let's move on to TM moveset. TM moveset for this Pokemon, we actually get some pretty good moves compared to other bird types. So we do not get we do get Sky Attack. I'm sorry. We get Body Slam, useful, 85 base power, and it's Stab, so it's a little bit more powerful than Tri Attack. The only trade-off is Tri Attack doesn't do damage like the other things do. Like, it doesn't do electric, fire, or ice damage. Takedown is 90, 85 base power. I'm not going to use it in this playthrough. Double Edge is a possibility because it is 150 base power with our Stab, 100% accurate. It just does recoil, so it's not the greatest thing. Hyper Beam, we're not going to use directly. We're going to use it indirectly. What we can do later in the game, this is a little bit of strategy talk, but what you can do is you can mimic Hyper Beam later, and it ends up being a 225 base power move. It's very powerful. It's very powerful to use, 90% accurate. Rage, not going to use it. Mimic will help us compensate for our deficiencies in some areas. Can't use Double Team. Reflect, we're not going to use, but it can be useful. Bide, we're going to use early as an extra move. Skull Bash, we will not use. It is nice to have 100 base power, 150 base power actually because it's Stab. But Skull Bash is just like Sky Attack, and just like, in this Pokemon can't get this, but it's just like Razor Wind. They are 2-term attacks that you can get attacked with. And I just don't see the benefit of adding that. It's just going to get you damaged. Sky Attack is very powerful. Same thing as, Hyper Beam. Or same thing as Skull Bash. You get attacked in the setup turn. So you leave yourself susceptible to getting hit. So I'm probably not going to use either one of those, but it's available if we ever need to use it. Tri Attack we can learn via TM as much as we can learn via level up. And then we can also learn Fly. We're not going to use it with this Pokemon. This first one has enough versatility move-wise that Fly is not going to be a viable option. For other Pokemon I've used, it has been. But this Pokemon, it is not. It's not going to be useful for this specific Pokemon. We got enough moves that we don't need it. We got Body Slam, we got Drill Peck, we have Mimic, we have Agility. So those are probably going to be our late game moves that we're going to use. Let's move on to the rules of the playthrough. We can all use Doduo in battle. You can use other Pokemon for HMs and to catch Pokemon for HMs. Running clock with 3 exceptions. The first exception is Lieutenant Surge's Gym. The second exception is right around Celadon City. We usually stop the clock, sell some things, put some stuff in our computer, whatever. And the third one, which we could use in this one, but we're not going to, is if we have to stop the clock for the Rocket Game Corner to buy a move, we can do that for that. No glitches or exploits allowed. You're not allowed to use the Pokédoll glitch, the Masingo glitch. We can use the Badge Boost glitch only because we can't help it if someone, leers us or whatever, initiates it. No items in battle. I've kind of loosened that up with one exception, and that's Ethers. Pokemon should not have a damaged run or a tainted run because of my negligence, so sometimes I'll give it an Ether just to fix it. That's kind of a new thing. I've come across some issues where it's happened. And also, while I'm here, make sure you subscribe. Like 90% of my viewers are not subscribed, so make sure you subscribe. It's really helpful to the channel. And also follow my social, my Instagram, my Twitter. They're listed right there, JD's Nerdverse and JD's _nerd_verse. Now let's move on to the prediction part of the video. So, what I think about Doduo. I think Doduo will get this run done in about an hour and 20-25 minutes. If you watch a lot of the bird types have not been great other than the last one, Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd got it done pretty fast, pretty good time. So I think Doduo is. I think the reasons why Farfetch'd did well are going to be different. Are going to not be available for this Pokemon, and I'll explain that in my best flying type in Gen 1 video. So I think Doduo will get it done pretty fast. I think it's going to be roughly around an hour and 20, at the latest an hour and 20 minutes. So yeah, I think the hiccups it's going to have is early gym. So I think it's going to add a little bit more time that Farfetch'd didn't have to deal with. It's also going to have. I don't think it's going to have really any hiccups other than the first gym. I don't see any gym particularly that's going to give us any hiccups, going to give us any issues. Lorelei possibly could be an issue because it's flying type. But with the moveset that Doduo has, I think we're going to be able to compensate pretty well for that. So I don't think we're going to have a hang up in the Elite Four as like other Pokemon have. Like Pidgeot and Fearow had hang ups when it came to Lorelei. Now, a lot of time was eaten up by Lorelei. Whereas I don't think Doduo, just like Farfetch'd, is not going to be hung up by Lorelei because it's got more powerful moves and more options. So that's my prediction for this video. I hope everyone likes it. Please like, share, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think, how fast you think Doduo will be, and I'll catch you guys later. See you on Friday. Bye.